What's up? It's Pikel, and G2 just crashed out of the playoffs. So I'm pretty annoyed, especially since I made the video the last time they played. They were trying to run Moonstone compositions, and apparently they don't understand how items work. So let's just go a little bit faster through this entire thing, and we kind of see both teams being victimized by it, but I think it's more egregious by G2 since it's cost them their playoffs. So, game one, G2 against Rogue. G2 wins this one. G2 hard won the draft. They picked Seraphine first with the idea of going Moonstone plus Chemtech Purifier and Staff of Flowing Water. Moonstone is okay here. Chemtech Putrefier is fine here. But Staff of Flowing Water, once again, in my opinion, is just not the optimal item to choose. So let me get some ratios up here because otherwise you might not believe me. So Urgot, let's see. Urgot does not have any AP ratios. Let's go to Olaf. You're about to hear some barking. Olaf, 0 AP ratios. Just trying to confirm here for a second. Zero AP ratios so far. Which is not great. 0 AP ratios, and then we go to Senna, and Senna has 1 AP ratio on her W, and she also has an AP ratio on her ultimate. But that's not enough to justify picking Staff of Flowing Water over something like Ardent Sensor, where you have Urgot, Olaf, and Senna who would all be taking advantage of that. Then we go to Gragas. Gragas obviously has AP ratios on all of his abilities, but again, you're not picking Staff of Flowing Water because of Gragas. So just bad building in my opinion. Just as a reminder, let's get Staff of Flowing Water up on the screen. So Staff of Flowing Water gives 15% bonus movement speed and 20 to 40 AP. So when you look at the cost analysis and you look at the value of the buffs, 15% movement speed is worth 600, 40 AP is worth 870. So if you're giving AP to a bunch of champions who don't care about AP, then the item is just not anywhere near as good as it could be. Let's compare it to Ardent Sensor, which is the item I think that you just build instead, and it makes everyone better. So you have the attack. It's attack speed and on hit damage against movement speed and AP. So you could try to make the argument. Maybe they're saying the movement speed is more important than attack speed and on hit damage. I think that's obviously not true. So let's go into the next game. Next game, G2 Esports. We have Nocturne, who is an auto attack champion. We have Twisted Fate, who is an auto attack champion. Then we have Jin, who is an auto attack champion. We also have Blitzcrank, who has an auto attack reset. You're not going to pick Ardent Sensor because of him, but let's just do this one real quick. I just got to get the champions back up on the screen. Nocturne has an AP ratio on his Fear. You're not going to build Staff of Flowing Water for his Fear. Let's go to Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate has AP ratios on his Q, W, and E, so most of his damage is going to be impacted by ability power, but his biggest ratio is 0.9 on his blue card, which you don't really care about, 0.5 on gold card, which is what you're really trying to do most of the time in team fights, 50% bonus magic damage on his stacked deck. So let's say it was level 18, 40 ability power. You get half of that on the stacked deck. That is 20 on hit damage. So you can get 20 on hit damage from that, or you can get 20 on hit damage from Ardent Sensor, which is also going to give you all of your auto attacks more damage. I know which one I would pick. So with pick a card, same thing. You're either getting the 20 on hit or you're getting ability power, which gives you 20 damage onto your pick a card. And then you're also making more auto attacks in the team fight. So I think once again, even for Twisted Fate, it's arguable which one is better because the ratios are not gigantic. And then let's go to Jin. Jin has an AP ratio on his Q. He does have an AP ratio on his E, but on his Q it's 0.6, and on his E it is 100%. You're not building Staff of Flowing Water because of that. So building Staff of Flowing Water, once again, just doesn't make any sense to me. I think you're starting to get the point. Then we have G2. They didn't go for it in this game, which, great. Then final match, we have Udyr. So let's just drive the point home one more time. All right. Udyr has a 50% ratio on his W, which is his shield, so he'll be gaining an extra 20 health. Then you have Udyr gets 70% AP for the cone damage on his Phoenix Stance, or 100% on the rest of the damage that's done, which is like the Cinderhulk damage. So at a maximum, that's 40. That's just, what would you rather do? Give Udyr on hit damage and he gets 2 or 3 auto attacks off with all of his auto attack resets and everything, which you're gonna get probably between like 3 to 6 during like the shield bonus. Just seems better to me. And then let's go to Ashe, because I know Ashe has at least some. Silas, you might be able to justify the Staff of Flowing Water. But the only ratio for Ashe is on her ultimate, which gives it 100%, which is pretty good. But again, it's 100% of 40. So it's like you give additional 40 AP, or you can give them on hit damage. If you're giving them on hit damage, Ashe is going to do a lot more with the on hit damage than she's going to do with the AP. And the other thing is that if it's on an attack damage champion that has an AP ratio, you're still better off giving them Ardent Sensor, because it's going to diversify the type of magic, or the type of damage they're doing. They're going to be doing physical damage as well as magic damage. So I don't really have much else to say. I know that some people will say I'm just complaining to complain about the items and stuff like that, but I made that other video a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it's kind of inexcusable for a coaching staff to not explain to the players what items they should be building, why they should be building them. You could make the argument that, even if they built different items or played a little bit better, like it's not going to be the winning difference of this particular match. But your job isn't only to help win specific matches, it's to build up the player's knowledge base and allow them to just be better. So, like, in the future, when a new meta comes and there's new items that are strong, you can adapt to it more quickly. It's either the players' fault because they didn't listen to the coach's fault because they didn't communicate it to the players. I think Jankos is probably gone. Grabs is probably gone. Ocelot is the kind of owner who will just be like, well, everyone's saying I should fire these people, so I'm just not going to do it to be cool. Good luck to that. Seems like a bad idea if you ask me. So hopefully we get some changes for G2, either from their mentality, where they actually start paying attention to stuff again, from their roster, where they probably get a new jungler. Like Jankos, great player for a long time, but just not doing it anymore. He's not able to create those differences. Like, he's not able to create the winning difference without the aid of the team. You see somebody like Inspired, you see somebody like Selfmade. I'd rather have either one of those players on my team than Jankos at this point. Even Shadow. I would rather have Shadow than Jankos, and I'm not joking at all. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.